What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. I don't know what the hell is going on. As soon as I click live, the internet, I have full service on all my phones on the Wi-Fi. As soon as I click it on live here, it shows the internet's got 1 bar. I don't know what the hell's going on, but what up, fam? Good to be back. Had to go visit some family this weekend. So was out of commission for a couple days, and I just feel like I missed so much. 1-2 days out of crypto, and man, there's so much happens so fast. But it's good to be back. Good to be streaming. Good to be back home. And man, right as I was putting stuff together, I got to start here. Richard, this link is only valid for 2 weeks right here. Feel free to tag other crypto communities and important Twitter accounts. This affects more than crypto. So he tagged ETH. 11 of my lawyers are fighting for your rights. They just filed this motion to dismiss with the SEC. Guys, what have I been saying for a couple months? That there's a potential that the SEC has to drop a bunch of cases that they're trying to pursue right now because they're just insane. Gary is just on one. The fact pattern here seems superior to the fact patterns of other cases you see in the courts, and it's such a wonderful place to make a stand. Check out the strong First Amendment arguments. This affects free speech, open source software, and more. Crypto projects, consider asking your lawyers to file an amicus brief in this now ripe case. Amici are best served well before the SEC's brief is filed 3 months from now. Though this court has no official guidelines, good precedent set is good for everyone. Bad precedent set is bad for everyone. Due to the court's individual rules, this brief has been served on the SEC will not be shown on the public docket until all briefing is complete in August. It's still a public document. Feel free to share it at this point. So I don't know what this is. Okay, the SEC fails. Okay, so it's just his thing from the attorneys on why he should be dropped, which I agree with. I think the SEC is out of control here. It's complete bullshit. And guys, like, I can't stress how undervalued some of these projects are out here in crypto. The mainstream is so focused on dog with hat and Solana meme coins and base meme coin to this and that. Guys, Pulsechain, what Richard's building right here with PDI, man, I'm still trying to learn exactly how this is working, what's going on behind the scenes. And this is so much bigger than I could even have imagined when we started digging into this last summer. We were talking, man, is this Richard? Is this Richard? And now 100% this is Richard Hart. Pegging PDI here, the biggest story in crypto. So what he's doing here with the SDI, if you guys don't know, is he's taking his collateral, minting SDI, and then he can earn 15% off of that. Which is, I forget how much it is, but it's a lot a month. So basically he uses DAI, mints his SDI, and then collateralizes it and burns the DAI, which is what we need. And it's going to take time to peg. I'm thinking November maybe-ish. We could see around $1, but I don't know. People are going to be selling like crazy. So we'll see. So Richard, he's got a couple $100 million on ETH, and now he's got that 200 million in SDI. And this is now incentivizing Maker, Aave, and Compound. And we saw Coach, he was showing us the 8 billion hex that was on ETH POW. We couldn't figure out why the hell it was there, but now we know Maker is going to be forking ETH POW. And they've all been working together behind the scenes. And Chris has been talking about this for a while now, that the new meta is launching your own blockchain, your own new blockchain that's tied to your project. And then through the oracles, interoperability, that's where the future is going to be. So as long as you have liquidity and a community and volume on chain or on your blockchain, I think you're going to be good. And guys, this will be the biggest narrative in crypto. Man, Shane, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Maria, even though he's not your brother, he is your brother from another mother. Because Maria is an absolute legend, and Maria alone will be the reason EHEX survives, and all these clowns that have been funding it can, admit how much they were wrong. But shout out Richard's only brother. What a legend. Hey guys, so this decentralized stablecoin, literally the biggest narrative in crypto. DAI is the most decentralized that there is right now. And if this happens and PDAI pegs, Maker can say, yeah, we pegged DAI on ETH when there was pretty much no supply. And then on Pulsechain, when there was a massive oversupply, we were able to figure it out and figure out a way to keep it at peg. And guys, this is going to be amazing. And then you got Spark Swap in here as part of it. They're already bridging over ETH, throwing it into the SDAI and burning DAI. And then we have the Hexanaut. I think he was one of the Maker devs. And then we also have Maria as part of this too. And what Maria is doing is different than how Maker functions. So the way that's built, they might be able to kind of go away from the Maker model that's being used right now. And this really could be like DeFi 2.0, a revolutionary new decentralized stablecoin on our ecosystem. And this is freaking crazy. And this, they have an end game at Maker now to fork the code or make a new blockchain and get rid of the Maker token. And I think 24,000 to 1, they want to downsize the token. And what's that do? It does what Richard did, a massive supply. So it gives that meme coin feeling of, can we get to a penny? Can we get to 10 cents? Can we get to $1? And that's just hilarious that Richard is just setting trends and he's so far ahead of the game. It's just, oh, guys. And now with, you look at the DAI and it's Spark or Maker's sub-DAOs. So they have Spark, we have Pulse, and then there's Blast. They're all working together to figure out how to get RH to not have to sell all that shit on ETH and be able to still use it for our ecosystem. And in the PRC20 copies, what he did with all of those DAI bonus, Uniswap win, LP bonus coins, when they took the snapshot, those all registered as spam. But he hid millions of dollars in these LP pools. He created hundreds and hundreds of pairs with the PRC20s. And those are all they all show no value. They come up as those phishing scams. So people see that and they think, oh, wow, it's all phishing scams. And for ETH, it's a win. For Richard, it's the win because that value is hidden. For ETH, it's a win because they're shilling the freaking ETF to the mainstream right now. Oh, ETH ETF, ETH ETF. Yeah, well, Richard's about to gank hundreds of millions of dollars off chain. You think they want that right now? Hell no. So they found a way where Richard could literally do this, help everybody out, and dupe the ETF buyers in the mainstream into, thinking Ethereum is all good and well, which is, guys, Richard is just playing 50G chess. And now he's got all this money sitting, just waiting to be deployed. And, he'll just then burn the stuff on ETH and all the PUSDC and he'll be able to do this with no bridge. That's the biggest risk in crypto now, are these bridges. He would have hundreds of millions stuck on there. And this is a way he could do it through SDAI, wrapping, unwrapping, burning them with Spark, minting the DAI, and then USDC, and start collateralizing everything. he knew this was coming. He did this pre-snapshots for the Hex fork or XPOW fork or for Maker's fork. And it's like, man, people just still are not seeing this. This is going to just, man, I can't even explain how big this is for our ecosystem. And people are just still sleeping on it. I hope they understand this. I hope they recognize it. Because, guys, we are crushing this. Like, I feel bad for people that weren't able to get hundreds of thousands of PDI for nothing. I mean, what last summer, I think you could get a couple, like a million Pulsechain got you like a million PDI or something like that. And now what? A million Pulsechain gets you what? Like 100,000? Not even 50,000? So it's crazy how many people watch their influencers or some of these guys just fudding shit they didn't do research on or look into. And like, that's why you respect Rags and guys like that, because he'll come out and say, I don't know. This looks interesting, and at least not stay stupid shit, put FUD out there and scare his community away from even doing that research and going down those rabbit holes. So this shit is awesome, guys. When we have a fully decentralized, collateralized stable coin on the Pulse chain, after Tether gets sanctioned, we know this is coming. Tether is the most used stable coin in illicit crypto flows. 1.6% of Tether's volume was linked to illicit activity in 2023. And I'm hearing sanctions are coming. When that happens, liquidity is going to dry up on all the exchanges. There's going to be a massive problem. I don't think it's going to affect Pulse Chain that much at all, which we're kind of in our own island, isolated. And this is going to be the wake-up call for the mainstream that how bad Tether is. And right at the same time, Ripple is launching their stablecoin. Why would they do this? Because when there's the liquidity crisis that's coming in a couple weeks, a couple months, I don't know, this stablecoin here is going to be available. It's going to be legal, ready to go. And all that liquidity that's stuck in Tether and Bitcoin is going to flood right into this right here. Probably right around they announce the IPO. Then they'll have shitloads of cash to back it with, billions of dollars. And now the start of Ripple taking over is here. You guys, I've been telling you about these coins that are so undervalued for so long. Sologenics, they're tokenizing stocks, all kinds of real world financial products, and they have their products and their solutions for institutions they're building, and they're out right now working with Fireblocks and Copper. Go look at them, go research them, go look up BitGo, and look at what Sologenic is doing in Dubai, guys. So this is going to be huge. This is what's going to make the XRP price go up, the price of Solo go up when these assets are on chain. And this shit is legit. When you want to trade real world assets, you're going to come to these platforms. Pulse Chain is great for DeFi, for stable coins, but there's going to be different chains that specialize in different stuff. And the XRP ledger is going to be for assets, for tokenization of assets, for payments, for cross-border payments, for banks. And this coin sitting at whatever, 14, 15 cents is so undervalued. I can't stress it enough. This coin is going to rocket. And it's just a matter of time. And these are the times you look at them, you buy. These are the opportunities, not when things are pumping. This is the same thing. Everything I've talked about in the bear market pretty much is starting to rock and roll now. Look at Velo today. Nobody touched Velo, Stronghold, and Relio last summer. And guess what? They're all up 30x, 15x, 12x. All crushing, all showing signs that when the bull run is in full effect, when alt season is here, they're going to be some of the top winners. This thing just passed $100 million market cap. We've been talking about this thing for a year or so. I mean, shit, we're at a 7x from the bottom now. So there you go. And this thing's just getting started. Hex, this is going to start, I think, creating FOMO. Richard's tweet right here. I mean, this is going to start spreading around crypto. Like, this is awesome right here. I got to think about who we're going to retweet with this. Maybe Gary Guzzler. But guys, this opportunity when everybody was freaking out about the community, arguing which one's going to die, which one's better, rah, 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 rah. Tune out and just buy that nonsense. That nonsense is the opportunity in crypto. And so unless you're here every day, you don't see it. And fortunately, I am. So when I see people bickering and screaming and arguing, I know that's the time to buy. And when everyone's screaming, Hex is going to $1, Hex is going to $10. No, it's going to $5, you idiot. No, it's going to $4. That's when I start selling. And you just play opposite to the emotions. And it's the same thing. Nobody wants Sologenics right now. Corium, 25% APY if you delegate right now. I'm earning over 100 or 108 XRP a week after swapping my Corium, my rewards. And it's like people are fighting and sleeping on this stuff. Flare, we got another monthly drop coming up in 2 days. There's another 3,500 Flare hitting my bank account. And when it goes to $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, there's a $17,000 airdrop today that people are sleeping on. But you know what? By that time, man, I can't wait. We're going to be our own banks. All of our assets are going to be making money, just like we are right now with Corium, just like we are right now getting our Pulsera airdrops. Solo, Corium, Pulsera all came just because we held XRP back in 2020. Then we took profits. Now we got our airdrops, and who knows where this is going to lead to. But these are the building blocks of something great. And guys, I know, like the mainstream here, this is hilarious. Arthur Hayes, having the fuel raging fire sale of crypto assets, says Arthur. Really? Well, we'll see. I don't think so. I think we're going to pump like crazy up until the halving. Yeah, it might dip a little bit, but we're about to rock and roll. Like do the opposite of what the media says. You know, right now, this Ripple stablecoin, what they're doing here with the tether problem coming up with ETHgate that's going on, they're all covering this shit up. All these websites, CoinGate, the Block, not one thing about XRP or their stablecoin or ETHgate. It's crazy. None of these sites, Blockworks, nothing about ETHgate, nothing about XRP and Ripple. It's like they're so biased. They're so fucking paid and just, it's disgusting. And you come over to Decrypt, same thing. Nothing but former Titans return from the dead. OGs of the crypto space are resurfacing. Can they hold on? So Neo is back. The Chinese Ethereum. Okay, VeChain. All right, yeah, I heard VeChain's making partnerships. They're doing some big stuff because they actually have a use case with supply chain. So something like VeChain that came out back then and had a use case, it takes years to get the licenses and build everything out in the background to run supply chain tracking. So yeah, it could be a 6-7 year project. That's why VeChain's going to start doing well, because these things are going to have to be valued on their utility. And when VeChain is actually doing stuff in the real world versus Neo and EOS, of course these things it's going to do better. IOTA, what they're doing with Dubai over there, signing partnerships, like they're actually being used in real life versus these other blockchains. That's why they're going to fade away and be worth nothing. And it's just crazy to see the hypocrisy of the media and how they just will not touch on certain stuffs and they just hammer certain narratives. It's embarrassing almost. And Coinbase's class action lawsuit gets partial revival. Really? That's great, Baldy. That's great. But they're all so biased, guys, and you've got to do the opposite. And speaking of the opposites, I was just sick of getting rug pulled on degenchain and said, screw it. I'm starting my own coin. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. The supply is a little bit messed up. A couple people bought like 4 or 5% of the supply early. There's only 1 million coins, but we're doing the first giveaway right now. Blister pack of Silver Tempest. All you got to do is be a holder. like that tweet and tag 2 friends. And we will choose the winner Friday. And every 10 days, the 8th, 18th, and 28th of the month, there will be giveaways. They'll be announced. We'll just be doing different packs. So real world assets going to holders. And it's crazy how much these things have gone up. If you, I got to subscribe, I got to pay money for this one site to get all the charts, but some of these boxes in the last year have gone from like 140 to 240 bucks, from like $90 to 160. And in the last year, these things are almost going up 80, 70%. I can't believe it. So these things are an actual asset. If you can just buy and put it away, you can buy these boxes or even packs or the trainer kits and just put them away for 3-4 years. The returns are pretty crazy, guys. People don't even know it. And I've been doing this for years. I grew up as a kid loving sports cards, playing Magic, collecting everything. And then even in college, I was buying I got on this golf card kick. So I was buying like Jack Nicklaus, game worn or whatever, tournament worn stuff, Tiger Woods autographs, all kinds of stuff. I still have it all. And I started really getting back into Magic and Pokemon like 6 years ago and built up a nice collection of sealed boxes, single cards, reserve list. Even got some Flesh and Blood now. Got rug pulled on MetaZoo. So it's fun. I like it. And Degencharizard, we are going to make this thing. It's going to stay around. Like I really have been trying to do crypto and cardboard and somehow figure out how to combine it. And I think this is the way right here. I kind of stumbled into it by accident out of frustration. And hey, there you go. I'm going to run with it. Super happy. Whatever. Got a little messed up, but it's on me. And now I got to make this thing pump. And I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. And then I want to make a DAO, kind of like with PTGC, where, people can, for $5, get an entry into like a raffle or something. And I'll buy like a $200 booster box or like $100 ETB and sell like 25 tickets or 50 tickets. So $5 a piece. So, you can win a box, for whatever, 10, 15 bucks. And then, it covers everything. And then I can ship it out, all that. And then everyone wins. I think that'd be cool. We could do openings on stream. I'm down for whatever. And I really think it's so popular. People are always ripping packs left and right online. So if we could figure out a way to do it and grow the channel, I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. So support, follow degencharizard on Twitter. I just started a YouTube page too. And it's crazy because I actually found a Charizard and it got him to record a video, which was pretty crazy. Look at this. Absolutely wild. Look at this. A freaking Charizard here. So, guys, we're taking this shit serious around town here. We're not playing games. So, smash that like button. That's all I got for tonight. Quick one. Just telling you guys how undervalued some of these certain coins are right now. And it's not going to be for much longer. That there's these gems sitting here. I've done the research. I know what coins are going to pump. I know which ones have been building all bear market. It's happened with LCX. It's happened with Saucer Swap. It's happened with Velo, Dovu, a bunch of these gems. And now Pulsechain still hasn't moved. Hexes haven't moved. Solo, Corium, XRP. That's really it. Everything else is pumped unless you're in an absolute shit coin. If that's the case, get out of it and book a one-on-one with me because I'll help you out. I'll get you straightened out and on the road to crushing and making 100x easy. So we'll see you tomorrow night, guys. Degencharizard, hashtag Pokey on the Degen chain. Go get some. Let's pump this thing up to the firmament.